And I say that respectfully. No, God darn it, my councilman is okay. Always be yourself when someone says that you don't have potential. Always be yourself when someone doesn't know how to respect you. Because when the right people walk into your life, they see you, they hear you, they respect you. They're not sending you the evil lie, they don't put this world towards you. And I say that respectfully. I'm Naya, genuine love, respect, and my content is not for everyone. It's not. Today is currently October 12th, 2025. Always be yourself. To the genuine ones, women's intentions, I truly hope all is well in your end. And I truly hope that you continue to heal regardless to who good point you during your journey, or so that you didn't have potential, that you are not worthy, or they not respect you or love you at the end of the day. You matter and you are worthy. My content is not for everyone. And I say that respectfully. I do not dibble and dabble with magic or spell word good day, bad day, or misunderstand day, regardless of who's trying to blackmail me against me. And I say that respectfully. Always be yourself, and I say that respectfully. Now, you haven't checked on me, goddammit. You ever had someone take your kindness or weakness, and they did some shit to you, but hold on 1 second. Because you live in a certain neighborhood or caliber when it comes to your tax bracket, what case may be, they like this, ain't nobody gonna believe you anyway. Hang a train on me. How a motherfucker would take your kindness or weakness and have a whole hate train against you? All because you love yourself, to believe in your faith, and speak up for yourself. So now they sending you the evil lie, thought was spoken in a toxic way, putting at your doorstep. Only as a hold on 1 second, you still had acknowledgement to continue to elevate, even when they called you crazy. You was far from at the end. They didn't have to pretend to be authentic. How they try to rob you mentally, spiritually, financially, all because hold on 1 second, you was truly woke the hold on 1 second to be comfortable in your own skin, speaking up for yourself. This type of stuff actually happens. It doesn't matter if you're a male or a female. How someone would take your kindness to weakness and then trying to paint you to be mentally unstable or crazy. Because individuals in certain tax brackets will use your documentation to blackmail you against you. All because you spoke up for yourself. And this type of stuff actually happens. When someone works in a certain environment for a long time, or someone has more money than you, whatever the case may be, they will paint you to be mentally unstable. All because you spoke up for yourself in the most healthiest way. I'm Naya, genuine respect, and I'm far from a hater. And I say that respectfully. My content is not for everyone. To the genuine ones with those intentions, always be yourself, regardless of who didn't know how to love you, respect you, protect you, or meet you halfway when it comes to hold on 1 second, unconditional love, when you actually was willing to choose you, not to overlook you. I'm Naya, genuine love, respect, and I'm healing from a hate crime that was done to me. I'm far from a hater. And I say that respectfully. Always be yourself. I am not on drugs, and I damn sure am not a sex addict. I am a trade on me. Hold on 1 second. You know what I mean. A sex worker. Always be yourself, and I say that respectfully. My content is not for everyone. What I was saying before the genuine ones actually entered was individuals, didn't matter their tax bracket, would take someone's kindness for weakness. When someone speaks up for themselves and then trying to paint themselves to be someone, hold on 1 second, I would never do such a thing. One thing about me, I don't run from my past. I know how to take accountability for my actions, regardless to what he say, she say, has to say. I know how to repeat what I did that day. It doesn't matter what person tax bracket it is. It doesn't matter what community they come from. You're not wrong for speaking up for yourself, and I say that respectfully. And then for someone to paint you out to be the villain in their story, because regardless of it happened a year or 2 years, 3 years, 4 years ago, at the end of the day, someone did something to you and you spoke up for yourself. And then now they have a hate train going against you because nobody wants to believe you because they paint you out to be mentally unstable. Until it's their shoes and they hold on 1 second. I wouldn't want someone to do that to me. It's a train of thought for me. How folks would gather folks in different tax brackets or community or cultures at the end of the day just to gang stalk somebody or to project a hate crime towards somebody or even to project sport towards somebody. Or someone is mad because you spoke up for yourself, they called you a snitch because they took your kindness or weakness. Did it matter what job title that person worked that day? No. But you spoke up for yourself because, hold on 1 second, they thought that you was weak, slow, stupid, and retarded. And because you spoke up for yourself and you didn't feel comfortable, regardless of what job title that someone was working that day, you wasn't wrong for speaking the truth because God saw what they did that day to you. My content is not for everyone. And I say that respectfully. How someone will bully you, disrespect you, and try to antagonize you. They would disrespect you the most unhealthiest way and then paint people picture of you of one-sided. They know that you didn't disrespect them. They know that you didn't put your hands on them in no shape or form. You was never aggressive to this person in no shape or form. But someone would sit there and try to blackmail you against you. all because they want to control the narrative are going against you. They didn't matter your culture, no. Your religion, no. Your sexual orientation, no. Your disability, no. They didn't matter about self-love that you have for yourself, no. It doesn't matter how old someone is that day. How someone will project that mindset and have a hate group going against you. I'm Naya, genuine love, respect, and your voice does matter. One thing I don't do is run from my past. Regardless to what neighbor is sending me spell work or sending me the evil lie or projecting spell work in front of my door and trying to pay me at the mentally unstable, whatever the case may be, or has me shadow banned or who's gang stalking me, whatever the case may be. I don't live in fear and I would never hurt myself, and I say that respectfully. You know, gang stalking is real to your household. Individuals will monitor your phone calls. They will monitor your every move when you leave out your household. They will monitor your emails, your accounts. They will hack your devices. They will pay people within your community or different tax brackets when it comes to different communities or different environments to watch your every move. And they will even, sometimes if you're a mother or father, they will even take your child out of your own household. All because they want to bring confusion in your life. All because they want to bring the mental health that they say that you're mentally unstable. So they be able to control you. How this type of stuff actually happens to a mother and father. All because they was willing to pour into their baby that day. This type of stuff really happens. No mother or father should be stripped away from their child. And especially regardless they came from poverty and pain. They knew how to love that baby. They knew how to respect that baby. They cherished that baby. They poured into that baby good day, bad day, and misunderstanding day. Now they can't even protect their own child. Now they don't even know if their child's in the right person's hands. All because someone had controlling issues. All because they wanted someone to be in a mindset of being mentally unstable. When that mother and father at the end of the day knew how to pour into that baby. And they wasn't doing it for likes, music, clout chasing, or fame. No mother or father should lose a child due to jealousy, envy, or hate, or due to someone projecting spell work or sending someone an evil lie, good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day. And I say that respectfully. I'm Naya, genuine love, respect, and my content is not for everyone. It's not. You can find somebody else to watch instead of watching me, sending me the evil lie. It's a train of thought for me. I'm far from a crash out regardless to what neighbor's willing to blackmail me against me. I would never hurt myself, and I say that respectfully. I am healing from a hate crime that was done to me because of jealousy and envy, and because someone had a mindset of insecurity, or someone had a mindset at the end of the day. They wanted to pay me out the beast when I truly wasn't. Or because I spoke up for myself that day. And I didn't have to do nothing to my neighbor. Besides keep it real. My name was fake. I don't live in fear, and I say that respectfully. I walk these streets alone, and I would never hurt myself. And I say that respectfully. I don't worship the devil good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day. I serve my Heavenly Mother, my Heavenly Father God. That protects me every single day. We may not pray the same, but I'm far from a hater. I pray for my neighbor, not against my neighbor. And I say that respectfully. How folks are making an assumption. They monitor every move, but making an assumption in the day that you're talking about like a bad habit. I was far from that addict when you try to blackmail me. And I say that respectfully, because I understood at home a second. Our walk ain't the same when it comes to having faith. Peace and respect your neighbor. Stop the violence. Hi everybody, I'm Peace. I bring peace. Peace and respect your neighbor. Stop the violence. What y'all do to Naya now? No, for real, who did it? Who did it? Naya? Yes, Peace. You okay? Yeah, I'm good. Oh, how was your day? It was good, Peace. Hi to the genuine ones. How was your day? Oh, now you didn't turn the comment section on yet. But, I got something to say. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Just because moments. Respect your neighbor. Stop sending people the evil lie with your hating. I was about to say it. I'm gonna watch my mouth though, Naya. What you about to say? I say it for later. You gonna finish? I guess. I got a poem. You gonna do what you did last night? No. It started with Monday. I wasn't seeking revenge when it came to Thursday. I skipped a couple of days because I got lost. Healing trauma and pain, I'm still a puppet. You won't never understand me when I look at my reflection. I love myself, I found myself, I better myself. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And just because moments, I made them feel uncomfortable being in their own skin. Because I'm a puppet and I love myself. I understand my situation. You do? You love yourself? Yeah. I love myself. And you should love yourself too. If someone is not for you, just stay in your own lane. No need to send the evil eye, neighbor. No matter how old you are. Just stay in your lane, neighbor. Stay in your lane, neighbor. Stay in your lane, neighbor. It's called respect, neighbor. It's called respect, neighbor. It's called respect. Catch your blessings, don't dim your light. Catch your blessings, don't dim your light. You good? Yeah, till later. Later to the genuine. Stop the violence! I'm not aging on respect that my content is not for everyone. And I say that respectfully. Always be yourself when someone says you don't have potential. You know, we live in a spiritual world. You know, not everybody dibbles and dabbles with spell work or magic to kick their neighbor down, or to send their neighbor to evil eye, or gang stalk somebody at the end of the day. Always be yourself, and I say that respectfully. If someone is truly not for you, just stay in your lane. It's a train of thought for me. Entertainment purpose only. No, it's a train of me. Entertainment purpose only. You know, my conscience is not right, and that's okay. No, it's a train of me. You ever been minding your business? And you got that one phone call from your homegirl, your homeboy, your family member, whatever case it be. Hey, what's going on? What you doing today? Minding my business. No. I need you to do me a favor. You know, I'm in a situation within a situation. Can you just say I'm at your house? It's a trait on me. No matter of fact, I'm spending the day with you. You ever had that one friend that you would ride or die with all day long? No, it's a trait on me. I got your back. I'll even karate chop somebody if I have to. It's a trait on me. No, for real. Only to realize, hold on one second, y'all both was not on the same page a specific day. No, it's a trait on me. You know when someone didn't mention to tell certain details as to who they mate was going to be with, or who they was going to be that certain specific day, and y'all supposed to be together that whole entire day. It's a trait on me. I snitched on my friend. No, it's a trait on me. I didn't know. It's not my fault. You don't put me in the middle of your bullshit. It's a trait on me because you're going to get yourself caught up. And I'm sorry. I can lie but so much. It's a trait on me. Anytime you mother goddamn vocabulary. No, it's a trait on me. This motherfucker going to say, hey, tell my mate, you know, we've been together for so many years. You already know who I'm dating on my piece and B. You know, tell him that I'm out and about with you. Only realized, you know, you was planning on staying in the house, but, you know, the weather started to tell you something else, and, you know, your phone started ringing, and, you know, when you know, I need some air. No, the train don't walk over the kitchen me. I didn't mean by accidentally to bump into your mate. It's the train told me I didn't sign up for this bullshit. What the fuck? You ever bump into someone and you was in a state of shock with them? I think I may need an ambulance. I know it's the train told me they gonna beat me there. Friend, beat me there. No, for real, because you trying to figure out your mental health at home. I was like, I gotta come something quick and fast. I'm lying for you too, friend. What the fuck? You ever try to call somebody on the low and they not answering the phone when it's a state of emergency? Like any other time they answer their phone, but this one specific time, they not answer the goddamn phone because they want somebody to fuck out? You know, at this point in time, you just need to just leave them alone and don't put me in the mix of your bullshit. It's a trade off me. Only for this fool to bump into you. Hey, what's going on, fam? Oh, don't say that to me. No, the trade off me, because I don't know what y'all got going on, and I don't want to be mixed with it because they asking, where's such and such? You ever took a deep breath and realized at the end of the day, I wasn't trying to have heart conditions today. I swear, I don't know what to say. What the fuck? You ever had someone put you in the middle of some bullshit and you were like, hold on one second. What did I sign up for? No, it didn't change on me. I can't say the fools in the car, because I walked here. I can't say the fools in the house. Can I? Because then say if they want to walk back or whatever the case may be, it's going to be allbad.com. It's a trade on me. What the fuck? So you come up with a nice little narrative. You know, they back at the house or whatever the case may be. I just stepped out real quick. Well, I'm going to walk back with you. Why would you invite yourself to my house? No, it's a trade on me. Why? That's when you realize that, you know what? I don't think that's a good idea. Well, just tell me to come outside. The devil's a lie. Oh, the devil's a lie. I didn't sign up for this. I swear I didn't sign up for this. You still calling this fool after a whole hour going by. This fool still ain't answer the phone. I'm like, you must be having a good time. It's the trade on me. You know what? I think you may need to wrap up this relationship because I don't got time to be your referee right now. I swear I don't. I didn't sign up for this. I swear I didn't. This fool stood outside the house for probably like 2-3 hours. And this dummy still didn't answer the phone. What am I supposed to do? You know what? At this point in time, we're going to have to put out a missing person report. And the train on because I didn't sign up for this bullshit. I swear I don't know where they at. And you know when you're trying to call somebody and they don't answer the phone so they won't pull up with somebody else when they pull up to you? You don't want all that chaos and confusion in the day, especially in front of where you live at. No, it's the train. Don't bring that drama shit over here. Do not bring it over here. Ooh. It's getting dark now. It was sunlight when this fool was standing outside. And only rather, hold on 1 second, someone's going to need a tissue. And I'm about to bring the whole box of tissue outside and sit on a bench and watch this. Because this is going to be good. I swear I decided to be nobody goddamn referee. Only rather, hold on 1 second. I felt bad for homegirl today. I really did because I don't play those type of games. But goddamn, why couldn't you just answer the phone like a decent citizen at the end of the day? No, the trade though for me. This dummy decides to pull up with the new boo. Ooh. You ever cry for somebody that you love so deeply but you didn't know? No, because at that very moment, I wouldn't want someone to do that to me. No, the trade over me. Like someone will put you in the middle of their bullshit and hold on 1 second. This ain't right, friend. This ain't right. Not this person. This person really like you. Not only do they like you, they actually meet you halfway. They got common sense. No, for real. You know, they you know how when someone trying to tell you about somebody else and you just trying to... I'm still trying to say some good stuff about this individual and this motherfucker just keep talking and talk. You know, if you don't want to be with somebody, just leave them alone. You don't got to prolong no shit at the end of the day, putting someone in the middle of your BS or whatever case may be. No, don't pretend. Don't hurt his feelings or her feelings. What's wrong with you? So this fool get out the car, whatever case may be. Like nothing happening. That face looks so different now, huh? You went from... smiling. Only advice, hold on 1 second. You wasn't trying to make nobody news. No, you wasn't. You wasn't trying to play a fool. This fool mad like I want you to meet somebody. Me? You, best friend? Oh, shut up. That's drop off. And the drink on me. It's not funny. I swear it's not funny. This is getting so bad. I didn't ask for this opera show. Had to check on me. So this fool started to say at the end of the day, what's going on? Do you not see this fool over here? Look, right there. That your main number one? Oh, why you even tell him to leave? When someone said they gonna wait, they gonna wait. I called you about 100 times. No answer trade on me. Why you just go home? I told you, look at your text messages, fool. You ever told somebody at the end of the day before and warn them with the warn them? Stupid and dizzy. Hello? You ain't even a blonde head. I don't mean no disrespect. But when you know, you fucking know. You stupid son of a bitch. No other trade on me, because how the fuck you put me in the middle of your bullshit now? If these two motherfuckers start fighting, it's going down. No, I have to check on me because this one wanted to frown so bad and figure out, hold on 1 second, how do I uppercut this fool? And I felt so bad because, you know, the person she pulled up with, you know, looks can be very deceiving, but when you pull up and the car spoke for itself, the jewelry spoke for itself, the pocket spoke for itself. I don't want your money, sir. I'm good. I don't want to go to dinner with y'all. What the fuck? I gotta figure out what I meant to. What the fuck did I sign up for? This fool starts to express at the end of the day, hey, check this out. Give it him. Give it her. How am I supposed to do that? Play it off. About 7 hours later, play it off. Are you freaking kidding me? You know, if we would have came up with a routine, see, this is the damn stuff I be talking about right there. Coming up with a routine. I I was trying to come with a plan earlier, fool. No, the trade over me. I won't be standing here looking like one. I'll be under the AC, minding my business, with my feet kicked up, minding my goddamn business. But you decide to want to disturb my peace out of all days of the week, and it's a Sunday. Oh, Lord Jesus, no, I didn't sign up for this. I need a therapist. No, I don't. No, the trade over me. Entertainment purpose only. Only you guys to hold on 1 second. So you mean to tell me you've been talking to the new person all this time now? And you ain't tell me? I thought we was besties. I thought we was like sisters and brothers. What happened? You telling me to tell this fool that you chilling with me, but you forgot to mention this. I was gonna tell you when I got to you. Surprise. After trade over me. What's wrong with people? No, for real, I didn't start off with this bullshit. A person would make you feel so uncomfortable in your own skin, regardless if y'all blood related or not. You knew someone for 10, 20, 30, 40 years. I just hope these fools don't start cursing each other, fighting and nothing at the end of the day. Please, fix your situation somewhere else, not over here. Don't have the strength over me. This fool gonna talk about, I don't know what he gonna do, what she gonna do. I'm over them. You ever started playing with your fingers? It's not a thing on your mental health. I gotta go. I can't even buy a vowel. That is so messed up. So you mean to tell me that you told this fool from earlier that you was hanging out with me, only to rather hold on 1 second? You just wanted to break up with this fool? Why couldn't you just tell him it was over earlier? You know, I was going to do that, but, things had happened. See, this is what happens. When people get caught up at the end of the day, and you start talking to the new person, and then you trying to outgrow the old person, it ain't going to work out when they be on the same page. Because hold on 1 second. It sounds like you want to have your cake and eat it too, because you're not over this one yet. Here's a trade on me, and let me do me a favor. I'm not nobody's referee, and I ain't nobody's therapist or psychiatrist. Here's a trade on me. Have a good day, and I hope you hear. Don't come over here no more. Don't come over here. Matter of fact, don't put me in between your BS. Here's a trade on me, because I didn't sign up for this. You ever looked at someone's face expression and they looked just so sad, like they just needed a mother's warm hug, I feel good, but you gotta go, son. Keep it pushing. Like, no, for real. She ain't shit. She ain't gonna ever be shit. And then I'm gonna be real with you. If she gotta do all of this, he gotta do all this to play in your face today, you gonna find somebody who's gonna love you today, ain't gonna play in your face or shortchange your mental health. No, the check don't be let don't put you in the safe boy. Be yourself, love yourself. Don't let nobody punk you. No, for real. You a decent individual. You may not got certain things going on today, but trust and believe. I believe in you. I believe in you. You got something in you today. You gonna become the best version of yourself, and she gonna be looking at you, or he gonna be looking at you like, hold on 1 second. I should have stayed with Babe. You want Babe pain, asshole. No, the truth don't mean. It be like that sometimes. A motherfucker would cheat on you at the end of the day, and then they realize, hold on 1 second. They can't spin the block today. No, they can't spin the block today. No. Because the devil's a goddamn lie. God said, no. Receipts over here. Have a good day. Because they're going to send the right person and say they like the treatment right the first time around. No, but there ain't going to be no excuses. It's not going to be playing with somebody's mental health. No, I'm not even trying to short them in goddamn pockets. That's what happens when folks get into relationships. You can be down today, down tomorrow. Hold on 1 second. Elevation looks different. When it comes to hold on 1 second, it was never competition. You ever poured into the wrong cup? Someone that understands your mental when it comes to growth. You ever told someone at the end of the day, I see a future with you by my side, but they couldn't understand time. Only you have to hold on 1 second. God allows you to see hold on 1 second like you was truly fine. Because when the right person walked into your life, not only did you have the look, but you had the smarts too to understand that your flow hits different. Even when you got lost in your words, they would never understand how God was holding you down. When you overcame trauma and pain, hold on 1 second. Those days that you didn't understand that, hold on 1 second. That's days that you couldn't understand your own vocabulary. You didn't have peace within that day. Imagine not having food in your fridge and won't be able to pay your own bills. But you came in your best self vision of yourself when it comes to motivation. Not giving up on yourself because someone didn't understand your intuition. Only for the right person to walk and see how they truly respect you. Not to overlook you, not to fumble you. Someone praying not against you. How your past looks at hold on 1 second. All they want to do is protect your mental. Protect their mental. They were so fast at the end of the day they wanted to have their cake and eat it too. Only reason, hold on 1 second. True love was never for likes and music, cloud chasing the fame. You know, materialistic things, hold on 1 second, that comes and goes. Because the seasons, they outdate. You know, when it comes to material things, you want something new today. You want something old tomorrow. It be changing the thought for me. I may not make sense to the average person, but when you outgrow the old, they would never understand new. Hold on 1 second, someone truly being true. You know, when someone walks into your life, regardless if they're not financially stable today, you'll be so surprised. Someone may not have it today, but when it comes to someone actually putting that footwork in, actually healing as a decent person, actually becoming a best self version of themselves, actually maturing, and they're not doing it for likes and music, clout chasing or fame, you may just miss your own blessing. Only blessing, hold on 1 second, you said your own lesson. You said someone slow, stupid, or retarded. You didn't see someone's vision at the end of the day. When it comes to hold on 1 second, someone took that key and understood God's flow. We ain't the same. Overcoming pain. Always be yourself, and I say that respectfully. Loving yourself is not a crime. I'm Naya, genuine respect, and my content is not for everyone. When it comes to my creativity, I work alone regardless to what man or woman is threatening my life or what man or woman has me shadow banned. And I say this respectfully. They called you a bastard-ass child. They called you a bastard-ass child. They called you a bastard-ass child. Your moms and pops, hold on 1 second. I don't mean no disrespect. You know, the doctor that day called you a bastard-ass child because they didn't understand you. Hold on 1 second, how God was fixing your crown. Imagine walking into a door that says faith on it. Only reason, hold on 1 second, that mother's wounds at the end of the day was truly holding you down. You know, a father's protection is different. Actually stepping for you right there, left, hold on 1 second. Being comfortable in your own skin when the doctor said at the end of the day you wasn't going to be somebody. Love yourself, to better yourself, never dim your light. The energy has different confidence. You got folks in different tags bracket trying to shortchange you, call you a bastard-ass child at the end of the day. You's a whack-ass piece of shit. I don't mean no disrespect, and I say it respectfully. Because I do respect my elders even on their rainy days. I'm far from a hater when it comes to certain folks' intuition. Hold on 1 second, I understood mistakes. You know they called you a bastard-ass child. They said that you would be an addict, a prostitute. They said that you'd be so strung out. Because they didn't want you to focus. Wow. You know, picking up that phone that day, only realized it was one-sided. You ain't have your moms and pops to pick up the other line. Only realized, hold on 1 second, God gave you knowledge. God poured into you when they overlooked you. God had poured into you when you almost gave up on you. You were so hysterical inside when someone called you a bastard-ass child. Or because, hold on 1 second, someone to kick you down. They know how to maintain your smile. A flow they can't relate to, hold on 1 second, was keeping it real. Only realized, hold on 1 second, open wounds allows you to heal. It'd be the chain of thought for me. How you got chicks and dudes throwing sport because you're in a toxic way. How they trying to play with your vocabulary when it comes to time and day. Hold on 1 second. I love myself not to dim my light. I love myself not to dim my light. Far from a bastard-ass child. You know, you probably didn't have your moms and your pops in your life coming from poverty and pain. They would never understand that healing is different. Hold on 1 second. Overcoming the change. I'm not talking about your pockets at the end of the day because money comes and goes. I don't mean no disrespect. But when God truly allowed you to feel like you truly heal, that energy is different, being comfortable in your own skin. They would never understand your reflection when they called you a bastard-ass child. You know, I'm more authentic. Certain folks will swear I'm talking about like a bad habit. But it be kind of crazy to me how folks be watching a little bit too much at the end of the day, painting a narrative they don't even know what they talking about when I'm being authentic. Hey, be the train of thought for me. How I could be myself, you know, being a lyricist at the end of the day, a poet, hold on 1 second. I was just staying in my lane. How folks will swear you talking about like a bad habit like your neighbor, hold on 1 second. Didn't matter the tax bracket when they trying to pick up to be the villain in their story, so that you wasn't running from your self-reflection. He say, she say, they wanted to dim your light. Love yourself, don't dim your light. Love yourself, don't dim your light. They called you a bastard-ass child, but you was God's baby. G-O-D, that energy has different. Don't dim your light, neighbor, 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 neighbor. Don't dim your light, neighbor, 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 neighbor. You're matter, you're worthy. They said that you wasn't going to be nobody. You got the enemy trying to test you. When it come to your gangster, that energy is different. You was far from gangster. You was just smart. You was just truly woke when it come to having faith, being book smart, being book smart. You know, it was days that you didn't understand your own vision, loving yourself to better yourself, but you truly poured into yourself to understand your reflection when you looked in the mirror. You had folks throwing spoke in a toxic way. They didn't want you to see your elevation. Hold on 1 second when it comes to growth, actually maturing, because they was saying you the evil lie. They was trying to stop your flow when it came to your crown. But God was really showing you how God was holding it down. We may not pray the same, but I was far from pretending being a hater. Hold on 1 second, that live in my vein. I don't respect my neighbor. You know, It's not a crime to be authentic. And I say that respectfully. I'm healing from a hate crime that was done to me. Regardless to what man or woman is hacking my devices or gang stalking me, doesn't matter your tax bracket, or who is paying you in certain departments or whatever the case may be to gang stalk me and tell them my every move. I would never hurt myself or my peers around me, and I say that respectfully. It's not a crime to be authentic. Art is beautiful. Art is a vision that when folks can relate to you and actually respect you. Hold on a second, they wasn't sending you the evil eye, let alone putting you in competition, because hold on a second, everybody had bad habits at one point in their life. I didn't think I was better than nobody, but I know I respect my neighbor to treat them right. You know, it doesn't matter about someone's tax bracket. How someone will disrespect you and will paint you out to be the villain in their story when it comes to people didn't even get a chance to get to know you. They see you coming and pass at the end of the day. But because you spoke up for yourself in the most healthiest way, someone has so much animosity, but they would never tell what they did that day. How they took your kindness or weakness, but they decided to disrespect you. Or because, hold on one second, they don't want certain folks to see, hold on one second, they mask fell off that day. I don't run from my past. And I don't run from he say, she say, regardless if you're threatening my life or not. You know, I got grown men that's threatening my life. I walk these streets alone. I'm a woman and I know who I am. Regardless of if I wear a certain type of clothes at the end of the day. I would never hurt myself and I'm far from a hater. Regardless to what woman threatens my life or disrespects me at the end of the day. I walk alone in these streets and I don't bother nobody. If it's a crime for me to speak up for myself like you would want to speak up for yourself at the end of the day, I never knew it was a crime. And especially when you live in a certain environment or you're a certain community at the end of the day, and you're dealing with business, taking care of business. I thought that was supposed to be a safe place when you're taking care of business, dealing with adults. That's supposed to be on their payroll. I understand that, how it turns into violence, how it turns into someone throwing smoke at you, how it turns into a whole community having hate towards somebody because someone spoke up in an environment when someone's supposed to be on payroll. Does that make any sense? Someone's supposed to have a safe place when they're actually, it doesn't matter if someone's taking money or not. You on payroll, regardless if you're a doctor, a lawyer, a psychiatrist, even if you work in a management company, customer service. It should be no reason why anybody should be repeating anything amongst other people at the end of the day, amongst this group, to send someone an evil eye, protect spoke and say, oh, that person's a snitch for speaking up for themselves. Where's a safe place in the community at the end of the day? Oh, I get it because you're racist, or you pick and choose who you want to bully, or you pick and choose and say, you know what, this person think they better than somebody. If that was your child, if that was your grandchild, regardless of what environment they're in, if they just started college or not, wouldn't you want them to have a safe place to know at the end of the day, the environment that they're in, or regardless they go from point A to Z, that they're safe and they need to speak up for themselves when they're in their own environment? It's individuals that don't have children, but there are individuals that don't have children that know how to respect their peers and respect the ones that has children at the end of the day, and it's folks that don't. You know, my content is not for everyone, and there's individuals that do have children that don't respect someone else's child. It's a train of thought for me. You know, my content is not for everyone. I may not make sense to the average person, but my content is not for everyone. That's like saying your child goes to the schoolhouse, right? And something happens to them in the schoolhouse. So you mean to tell me that you're saying that your child's a snitch for speaking up for themselves? You want it to be addressed in school first before it gets out of control at the end of the day. Yeah, they brought it to your attention. But not everything needs to be escalated further along at the end of the day. You can nip it in the butt right there and then. Something went wrong. This happened a certain day. The child spoke up. They should not be labeled a snitch. And that doesn't matter what environment someone's in. And I say it respectfully, as a child or an adult. When someone speaks up for themselves. That's like someone going to work every single day, right? You clocking in. You getting money. It should be no reason why your peers are disrespecting you. It should be no reason why you're saying you hate your job at the end of the day. It should be no reason why you should feel uncomfortable going to work. And I say that respectfully. Or because someone said they don't like your culture. They don't like this about you. This or that. Or because someone did something out of the ordinary thing, discrimination towards you. It should be no reason why you're having that instant in you where you feel triggered because someone did something to you. And because They've been on the job for a long time. They're able to cover up what they did to you. And it doesn't matter if it's a job setting or not. Because this type of stuff happens every single day. I may not make sense to the average person, but my content is not for everyone. Everybody's not an entrepreneur. Everybody's not fit to be a student. It doesn't matter how old you are. And I say that respectfully. Respect someone's space. If someone wants to be an entrepreneur, they're not trying to outdo the next person. They're just in their own lane. If there's something that you don't feel like you want to promote, there's no need to send someone an evil eye. There's no reason why you got to kick them down in a process day or send them spell work so they won't elevate in life. Or you look at them as a threat when it comes to maybe someone that you know, or that's a public figure, or someone that has a business, whatever the case may be. They was never in competition with nobody. Because you have your own hidden motives against somebody at the end of the day. If you don't like them, you don't need to promote, you don't need to show up for them. It's going to be people that's going to respect them. It's going to be people that's not going to send them the evil eye or project sport towards them. Just like when a child goes to school, not everybody's going to be their friend. Because your child may be different. Your child may be more gifted than the next child in that classroom, and that the other children around them may be jealous. But then when the right set of kids walk into that classroom, they respect them. They're not bullying nobody. They're not hurting nobody. They're not sending that other children spell work in a toxic way. Good day, bad day, or misunderstand day, or sending negative energy to the next child or along your household. You know, my content is not for everyone. You could disrespect me all day long, but my content is not for everyone. You know, gang stalking is real to your household, and you're not doing it for likes, views, or clout chasing, because we're all not the same. I have men and women threatening my life, and I would never hurt myself. Like I said, I walk these streets alone, and I do not live in fear. How I have my neighbor in different tax brackets. I think they tell my every move, regardless if it's an addict or not, at the end of the day. Or I have individuals trying to blackmail me against me. Hacking my accounts, my emails. Watching my every move when it comes to what things that I do on my everyday basis. Trying to stop me from elevating and prospering in life. I would never hurt myself, and I say that respectfully. Regardless of what man or woman or child is gang stalking me. And I say that respectfully because children do gang stalk people too. My content is not for everyone. It's not. Always be yourself, but no one's intentions. You know, when God sends the right people into your life, they don't have the mindset of giving you the evil eye. They don't have the mindset of projecting sport towards you, good day, bad day, since then day, and they're far from haters. And I say that respectfully. How when it comes to gang stalking, how individuals will act like they had a conversation with you to relate a message, or they will hack your mail, your packages, or make sure you don't get certain things that's supposed to come to you that someone sent to you, or they will paint you out to be the villain of their story, or they will paint you out, they will plot scenes so they could blackmail you against you. They would say that you're an addict when you're not an addict. They would say that you're a sex worker when you're not a sex worker. They would say so much toxic things about you at the end of the day. All because they were trying to ruin your reputation. They will project a humiliation ritual towards you. They will send spell work towards you, or send you the evil lie so you won't elevate. They will send spell work when it comes to your financial stability. They will make sure that you don't go into a relationship. They will make sure that you don't get that job. They will make sure that your family don't come towards you. They will even pay people from your past. That's not even part of your journey today. Just to get notes on you. Just to find out who you are. Just to keep them away from you. How this type of stuff actually happens. Because someone may be going through a financial stability problem at the end of the day. And they will take the money. And they would paint you out the beast that you're truly not. Because that's not who you are today. How this type of stuff actually happens. You know, my content is not for everybody. When it comes to my creativity, I work alone. I always have since day one. I'm healing from a hate crime that was done to me. My content is not for everyone. You don't have to know somebody for someone to project spell work towards you. You don't have to know someone for them to send you the evil eye. And I said it respectfully. I never knew it was a crime to be in where you rest your head at, and not be and have your own safe place to speak your mind, to bring creativity to life at the end of the day. How people make an assumption that you're talking about them, but then at the end of the day, you'd be surprised who has you under surveillance. If you're just trying to throw it for me. You know, my content is not for everybody. Gang stalking is really real. Till it's your household, and I'm doing it for likes of clout chasing fame. You know, when it comes to gang stalking, they will make you homeless. They will rob you mentally, spiritually, financially, even send you the evil eye, and project sport towards you, even blackmail you against you, all because you're trying to elevate and become your best self, version of yourself. I'm Naya, genuine respect, and I walk these streets alone, and I would never hurt myself, and I say it respectfully. love. I'm Naya, you know, respect. Love is real, love is one of a kind with the right one that's really for you. You know, the introduction is different when someone could actually be truthful to you. You know, you ever got lost in your words when you picked up the phone that day? You was blushing ear to ear, only rest the home 1 second. Time allowed you to heal, but someone truly walked into that not to pretend. You know, someone was pouring into you. You know, when the outside world so cold was trying to kick you down, someone was really praying for you to maintain your smile. Someone's trying to get physical when it came to elevation. Motivation is different because someone wasn't sending you an evil lie when they chose you. Wow. Imagine someone choosing you and someone actually praying for you. I may not pray the same, but they was far from pretending, being authentic. Someone not switching up with you. It came a verb with a vocabulary that you least expected. It was more so, I love you, I could respect you, be genuine, kind. Not only was fine at the end of the day, but hold on 1 second. You could truly hold a conversation. Someone truly valuing your time. Someone bringing peace into your life wasn't complicated. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And just because moments, that motivation is different. It wasn't lust. Someone wasn't trying to fumble you. It wasn't spurred when they got your time and day. Only was a hold on 1 second. Someone's trying to project pain, have a hand problem, do you wrong. Someone's trying to shortchange your mental health, load on your pockets. They just want to show you motivation is different when it comes to hold on 1 second. God's reflection. It wasn't for likes, you was a cloud chasing the fame. Someone's your biggest cheerleader, truly shows you why you overcame pain. You know, they was the same person up close, a person behind closed doors. Someone didn't have to switch up when it came to hold on 1 second. They wasn't trying to have their cake and eat it too when they said, I love you. You know, I may not make sense to the average person. And it's not a crime to be authentic, and I say that respectfully. I would never hurt myself regardless of who's in the background trying to bring me harm or send sport towards me. And I say that respectfully. Regardless of your shadow ban me or whatever case may be, continue to hack my devices. I don't live in fear and I would never hurt myself. And one thing I don't have to do is lie about what I'm experiencing at the end of the day. How people try to paint me out to be a crash out and I'm far from that at the end of the day. To hear someone say that at the end of the day, and I didn't have to do nothing to them besides be myself. I didn't have to be disrespectful. I didn't have to do spell work at nobody. But someone will plot against you and tell you every move. And never not one time that you have to put your hands on nobody or disrespect someone at the end of the day. Besides, be authentic. Continue to keep it pushing when it comes to God's reflection. I don't worship the devil when I say it respectfully. I never knew it was a crime to be your authentic self. Always be yourself, no just I'm Naya, genuine respect, and I'm far from a hater. You don't have to know someone for them to project beauty spells towards you or send sport towards you. And you don't got to go take for attack with folks when they send you the evil lie and project sport and toxic towards you. That motivation is different when it comes to maturing. I'll grow in the old, understand the new, but you wasn't running from hold on 1 second who you was that day. Hold on 1 second, we ain't the same. Always be yourself when someone says you don't have potential. Have a safe year, day, evening, weekend, you're mad and worthy. I'm Naya, genuine love, respect, and my content is not everybody. You know, art is beautiful. It really is, and not a lot of people understand that. But when you're authentic, far from a copycat, the energy is different when it comes to motivation. Be yourself, and I say that respectfully. Never give up on yourself because someone doesn't understand your dream. Never give up on yourself because someone doesn't understand why you believe in your own faith. Never give up on yourself when folks say that they're going to rob you mentally, spiritually, financially, and they say that God is not real. When they trying to paint you to be mentally unstable or whatever the case may be. Or they're seeing evil out projecting sport on you. How individuals will try to rob you mentally, spiritually, financially, and be like, where's your God at now? I don't live in fear. Our blood type ain't the same, but I know I respect my neighbor. Even days when you couldn't see. Just stay in your lane, neighbor. We ain't the same. When God sends the right people into your life, they see you, they hear you, they respect you, regardless of what relationship it is, and I say it respectfully. Always be yourself. When it comes to my creativity, I work alone regardless of who's trying to blackmail me against me. And I say that respectfully. I work alone and I always have since day one. I'm far from a copycat. I never gave nobody permission to use my paperwork to blackmail me against me. I never gave nobody permission to make money off me regarding my content or regarding my documentations, and I say that respectfully. Whoever tried to blackmail me, I say that respectfully. I'm Naya, genuine love, respect, and my content is not for everyone. Always be yourself, even if you have a speech problem, or sometimes, you know, you have your words get mixed up or whatever the case may be. When the right people walk into your life, they see you, they hear you, they respect you. They're not going to sit there and call you slow, stupid, and retarded. And I say that respectfully, because everybody has good and bad days. And I say that respectfully. Always be yourself. I'm far from a hater. I'm Naya, genuine love, respect. Misunderstood and judged by you, far from a hater, what about you? Misunderstood and judged by you, far from a hater, what about you? Stop the violence in the community, stop the violence in the community. I'm Naya, genuine respect. Stop the violence. Peace and respect, some respect, some neighbor, stop the violence. On them, yellow. Gotta go neighbor, on them, yellow. I'm Naya, genuine respect, and I'm far from a hater. Today is currently October 12th, 2025, and it's not a crime to be authentic. I'm far from a copycat regardless of who's trying to blackmail me against me. And I said it respectfully. I would never hurt myself. And it's not a crime to go outside. Individuals think they send a spell work towards you when you go outside or whatever the case may be. That's really delusional. Like, you really need help. And I said that respectfully. I never knew it was a crime for when someone decides to say, you know what, I want to go get fresh air. I want to go to the store today. I want to go do this today. I never knew it was a crime. How folks will put you out to be like like you're on their time. It's a chain of thought for me. And then you said someone is mentally unstable. No, I had to check up. You need to get this together. No, for real, for real. I never knew it was a crime to be your own self in your own skin. It's a chain of thought for me. We all ain't the same. Far from pretending, being authentic. Stop the violence.